Okay, so when we're talking about quotation marks, we know that the period goes inside of the quotation marks unless we have I like cookies, quotation mark, comma. Actually, let's go back because we need to make sure that the comma comes before the quotation marks. Said Stan, period. Okay? Even though what they said ended here, the period doesn't come until here. However, if we are talking about exclamation points and question marks, oh my gosh, are you guys seeing how good I am at this? Let's try that again. Okay. If we are talking about exclamation points and question marks, wow, the story is different. So let's say that he says, we're going to do quotation mark, I like cookies, question mark, then quotation marks, and then we could say, said Stan. The question mark goes at the end of I like cookies because then you know it's a question without having to question it. Does that make sense? Whereas if we put the question mark here, it'd be more like, I like cookies, said Stan. And that doesn't sound right. So when we are doing a question mark, it has to go at the end of what the person said. Okay? The same thing goes for exclamation points. So let's say we've got Stan again, and he says, quotation mark, I like cookies, exclamation mark, quotation marks, yelled Stan. Okay? Same rule applies. He is yelling these words. Therefore, the exclamation point comes at the end of what he said. Whereas if we put it here, it would be, I like cookies, yelled Stan! And that doesn't sound right. Let's look at a couple more examples. Let's see. Well, okay, say it's Susie asked, then we're going to do our comma, our quotation marks. Why do you like cookies? Question mark, quotation marks. Then we have the same rules as if it were a period, okay? But if we reorganized it so that it was quotation mark, why do you like cookies? We have to put the question mark at the end of what she said, then quotation marks, asked Susie. All right. Also, just in case you're really wondering, if I wanted to, I could just say Susie asked. Okay, it doesn't have to be asked Susie, or it doesn't, like, the organization there doesn't matter. Also, do you see how amazing this is? Oh my gosh, as I scribble it out, look at how great that is. Met highlighter. Do you see how great I am at writing? Can you check that out, please? I bet none of you could write as good as I do. Like, it's just not even possible. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so if we had Stan, this is a capital S, Stan yelled, let's do it the right order, comma, quotation mark, oops, I need to make sure my swoops are right, comma, quotation mark, cookies are the best, exclamation point, quotation marks. Okay, everything else is the same. We've got our comma after the yelled, we've got our quotation marks before he starts speaking, and we know that he's yelling it or that he's very excited about it because of the exclamation point, and then we end it with the quotation marks. However, if we flip it and have him say quotation marks, cookies are the best, we have to make sure that our exclamation point is right next to that, because we know that this is what he's yelling, or this is what he's excited about. Yelled Stan. Period. Okay. Once again, same rules apply to this, so that if I wanted to switch it up and say Stan yelled, okay, doesn't matter on the organization, it all looks good. So now you should have a better idea on what the rules are in regards to exclamation points and question marks. Hey, look, I did it that time. Oh, so artsy. If you have any other questions, ask your teacher. Ask me. Okay? Thank you.